So in 1860, the grapes arrived here at upstairs, thanks to the big basket and the pearl system in the corner. Then they transferred the grapes inside this cage. They wore this cage, so thanks to the race, to this big receive. Is exactly the same steps. The first, the harvest by hand. The next step, the de-stemmer. Yeah. This table, it's an old and manual de-stemmer. They rub the grapes here. The berries fill down inside the big receive, and the stems stay at the top. The same, the de-stemmer. So now we do a second sort out thanks to the sorting table, the vibration table. In this time, they did directly the crushing with the feet. The ladies walked inside this big receive with the feet and pressed the berries. Then this step, thanks to the race, the same. They moved this receive in front of the vat. They unblocked this part of wood, and thanks to the gravity, the berries fall down inside the vat. And we still do that. The berries fall down inside the vat thanks to the metal pipe at the top. Thanks to this. So imagine all the vats are full. The alcoholic fermentation, the same process. I think for this one. So now during the alcoholic fermentation, we do the punching over. In this time, they did the punching down. The punching down with a big rake, they punch down the cap inside the juice. So then the cap macerated and extract the color, the taste, the flavors. And certain chateaux still do the punching down. Here we do just the pumping over. It depends for each estate. At the end of the alcoholic fermentation, they emptied the vat thanks to the tap at the bottom, but only the wine because they are just a tap. So then the cap was at the bottom also. If you remember, the alcoholic fermentation creates the CO2, and thanks to the CO2, the cap flows on the juice. In this time, they had to go inside the vat to remove the cap. But before, they had to take the CO2 because it's a lethal gas. Yeah. So they had before to check the CO2. You have an idea, or you can check, for example, the CO2 inside the vat? You have an idea?
You put a candle in, and if it goes out, it's got lots of CO2.
Exactly. A candle and a flame inside. If the candle turns off, you don't you don't go inside the vat. If the candle stays on, it's perfect, no CO2. Exactly. So then 5 people inside the vat, they removed the cap thanks to the little basket, the pulley system and the rope. Then they transferred the cap inside the cage thanks to the race. The turning table, exactly. The press machine. Up. Thanks to the steam motor, this one. Yeah. The cage went up, this part doesn't move, and press the cap. So now, thanks to the new technologies, one time is enough. In this time, no. After the first press, the cap went inside the red cylinder, it's a crumbler. The crumbler rod on itself broke into pieces the cap, and then the cap returned for the press machine. So they did these 2 tasks as much as they needed to extract the totality of the press wine. And the next step, the blending. Is exactly the same winemaking process, but now is easier thanks to the new technologies, but it's exactly the same steps. Yeah? You have any questions maybe or not? No? So if you have no questions, I invite you to return downstairs, visit the cellar barrel and talk about the next step, the aging. But you can take your time here if you want to take any photos, and you can ask me if you want I take a photo. Okay?
Okay.
Oh, excuse me.